When your heart's getting broken and you're in the process of recovery, there is some good wisdom in there. Hello everyone, Jimi Hendrick here, and this is episode 147, Wisdom for Healing Hearts, Part 2, on Empower Your Pattern 2.0. Did you know that there are success principles to help you receive more, to help you live and enjoy a better and extraordinary life? I'm Jimi Hendrick, self-published author, member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, here to teach you these success principles. Alright. It is September of 2000. It's September 1997, sorry. I've been in the 2000s for too long. And, well, really and truthfully, things were starting to recover. Now, was everything perfect? No. Kris and I went to a network marketing function. Our next to last network marketing function, and we had some logistical problems, but there was one thing that was pretty obvious, and that was the realization of how much we loved each other. Did we realize that despite our problems during the early marriage, that really at that point in our lives we really needed each other? And I was on a new antidepressant. Well, it was an older one, but it was working on me, and it works on me now. Granted, I was sleepy a lot. I didn't necessarily like that, but in retrospect, that medication was helping me. Kris and I, we really become to a good understanding. See, here's the thing. Part of the thing is, if you have a broken heart, is you need to remember those that are around you, that are still with you. Not so much the reactive edges that have ran off in your life, okay? That made you crash and burn. That were just like, well, it's like an analogy that Keith had of our friend Brad back in 1992. He said, yeah, Brad, you're like a lifeguard that, you see a man that looks like he's about to drown. You jump in and put on this little heavy weight, lock it on, swim to the outside of the pool and says, well, goodbye. And back then, I didn't think that much of it, really and truthfully. But Keith was a good judge of character. And his wisdom, his help, really helped me. Because I think one of the things that was the sticking point of my marriage to Kris was I was having a lot of issues with the father void in my life. I was not yet, in my views, I was not yet a mature Christian enough to realize that God is my Heavenly Father. And see, that's really the first principle for healing your heart, is that knowing that God is your Heavenly Father. And I think that's something that we need to regularly remind ourselves, because of how reactive this world is. Knowing that God is our Heavenly Father, and that He loves us no matter what. Because I remember, that convention, despite the fact that I felt at times that Kris and I felt left out, it was different organization and different time. If that tells you anything. And some people, I think, were willing to help us, and some kind of reacted. But with my heart beginning to heal from, my marriage almost being busted up, I thought, well, I can plan for the future. I began considering whether I should go for a Master's of Public Administration and a law degree. Of course, I'm not going to go through all the particulars of that, but I think really when it comes to having a heart that's wounded, you need time and discretion. Now, I'm not going to say that time heals, okay? That's a fallacy. Instead, no. Time helps. And you've got to trust yourself to give yourself that time. Because I don't know about you, but this world is increasingly reactive. People's hearts do get broken. I mean, you just gotta observe what you observe on the news. It's the same heartbreaking story. It's foul reactivity from the enemy of our souls, the devil himself. And see, around that time in September 1997, I was beginning to learn that God has His wisdom. God has His wisdom available for us. And it's up to us to decide how we apply it. Okay? Just giving a little honesty dose here. Now, I'm not saying that things were easy between Kris and I. We still have our sticking points, but it was that particular point in our lives that we made the conscious effort not to fight, not to be reactive. And so because of that, she began planning, I began planning. I really began to discover more and more she really didn't have a heart on finishing her degree at Texas Tech. She really wanted to pursue her passion. But the problem was certain people in her life were being reactive. And so that's one of the principles also, is being able to, how do I put it, put out the reactivity in our lives. And so that's one of the things that I think is need to heal our broken hearts. Now, I hope you enjoyed listening to Empower Your Pattern 2.0. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of the citizenry of Pattern Realm. Share this with Mama Son, Papa Son, and everyone. And also, until next time, choose, act, and pursue happiness. And God bless you.